Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Cassandra and today's practice will be a very short yoga warm-up. Our goal with this class is to target all the major muscle groups and to really stretch and strengthen them in a short amount of time to get you ready for whatever other form of exercise you're going to be doing next. Let's begin in child's pose. I'll ask that you bring the big toes to touch. Knees will be about shoulder width distance apart. And from here, just start to drop your chest down, walking your palms out in front of you, allowing the heart to melt down towards the earth as you relax your shoulders down and away from the ears, and just soften your hips towards your heels. We're looking for a nice extension through the spine here. And make sure there's no tension in the neck. Start to take deep breaths into the belly by inhaling and exhaling through the nose. For our last 5 breaths in this pose, let's bring our palms to touch. You're staying in child's pose, but just start to bend at the elbows so you can send your palms to rest behind your neck. Your fingertips are pointing towards your tailbone. This should help you get a little bit of a stretch through your triceps. Even here, keep pressing your collarbones down, melting your heart towards the earth, getting a deeper extension while keeping the neck relaxed. 2 more deep breaths in and out through the nose. And let's release our palms down. Press yourself up into a tabletop pose, palms underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips for cat and cow. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze up. And as you exhale, round your spine, bring chin to chest, curl tailbone under. Inhale, drop the belly, curl tailbone up, elbows stay straight. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Last round, inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round it out, chin to chest. Let's bring more attention to our extremities now. So curl your toes under and start to sit your hips towards your heels. Flip your palms so your fingers are now pointing towards your knees, and press your wrists and palms down into the mat while still relaxing your shoulders down and away from the ears, and maybe walk your palms in a little bit so you can really rest your hips down onto your heels. You should be feeling a nice stretch through the back of your feet and even through the forearms into the wrists and the palms of the hands. And let's stay kneeling. You can choose to curl your toes back under or stay sitting up onto your heels or ankles. Let's come into gate pose from here. Step your left leg out first. Your toes are pointing up parallel to the short edge of your mat. On the inhale, right arm rises up towards the sky, and let's come into a side bend. So sliding your left palm down your left leg. Right fingertips reach up and over as you keep your right shoulder relaxed. Maybe let your neck be relaxed here as well as you let your head hang heavy. On an inhale, rise all the way back up through to center, and this time drop your right palm down onto the mat underneath your right shoulder and lift left fingertips up and over. So you're creating a nice long diagonal line from your left fingertips all the way down into your left foot. And slowly lift yourself up back through to center, and we'll be switching sides. So this time your right leg steps out. As you inhale, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Come into your side bend as you slide your right palm down your leg. And on an inhale, pull yourself back up through to center. Let's do that counter stretch. Left palm comes down, right fingertips reach up and over. Nice diagonal line through the right side of your body here. Please come back through to center and release your forearms down onto the mat. You want to make sure that your elbows are a little bit less than shoulder width distance apart. Let's take forearm plank as you walk your feet back, lifting your knees off of the mat, forming one long line from the crown of your head all the way down into your heels. If you need to keep your knees down onto the mat, then go ahead and do just that. Take deep breaths into the belly if you want the extra challenge. Right leg lifts up towards the sky. Hold here. Engaging the obliques, squeezing your inner thighs together. Lower right foot down, switch sides. Left leg rises up only a few inches. Left hip is rolling down, left toes are pointing down. Stay strong through the shoulders. Exhale, lower it down. And let's come into dolphin pose. Walk your feet in, lift your hips up high towards the sky. Keep your head off of the mat. And let's just bend the knees and paddle the feet. Especially if your hamstrings are really tight right now, bend your knees as much as you need to. Start to walk your feet out until you can lower your belly down onto the mat. And you might need to widen the stance with your palms or walk them a couple inches forward, taking Sphinx pose. A little bit of a back bend as you reach your heart forward, relax your shoulders down, and stay as long as you possibly can through the spine. And press back through to a tabletop pose. Please step your right foot forward in between your palms to the top of the mat, coming into a low lunge. Keep your fingertips down onto the mat for this first one. We're just starting to warm up through our left hip flexors. Let's come into a twist. Keep your left palm down as you inhale. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. You can always look up at your right fingertips. If that makes you lose your balance or causes any tension in your neck, just keep your gaze wherever works for you. Exhale, set your right palm back down onto the mat. Let's move into half splits. Start to straighten through your right leg, flexing your right toes towards your face. As your hips go back, bow down forward over that right leg. Start to bend back through your right knee, both palms down onto the mat. Step your right foot next to your left in plank pose. Either keep both knees off of the mat or keep your knees down if you need the extra support. 2 deep breaths in and out through the nose, engaging the core. Exhale, lower your knees down first. Come all the way down onto your belly, elbows hug in towards your ribs. Take cobra, palms stay down onto the mat. Inhale, chin and chest lift up. Relax your shoulders, squeeze your elbows towards your ribs. Exhale, lower all the way back down and press back through to your tabletop pose. Left foot steps forward at the top of the mat. Feeling a deep stretch through your right hip flexors. Keep your fingertips or palms down onto the mat for this first one. Back of the neck is long so you're not looking up too high. Setting up for a twist. Right palm stays down as you inhale. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Either look up at that palm or just keep your gaze neutral in front of you to hold your balance. Roll your left shoulder back. Hug belly button to spine so that this twist is coming from your lower back and lower belly as opposed to only from your shoulders. One more inhale here. Exhale, bring your left palm back down. Straighten your left leg, coming into half splits, flexing your left toes towards your face. This time focus on hugging that left hip back, right hip forward as you bow down over that left leg, getting deeper into your hamstrings, really starting to warm up the lower body. Bend back through your left knee. Step your left foot back to meet your right in plank pose, shoulders over wrists. Inner thighs are hugging in towards each other. Take a few deep breaths as you reach your heart forward. And from here, we'll lower chaturanga. So keep your legs straight as you bend your elbows at a 90-degree angle. On an inhale, take upward facing dog into your back bend. The only thing touching the mat are your palms and the tops of your feet. Relax your shoulders as much as you can. And from here, let's go into downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. Palms are shoulder width distance apart. Feet are hip width distance apart. Curl tailbone up towards the sky, pressing your chest towards your thighs. Paddle your feet if you need to. Bend your knees if you need to. Your legs do not have to be perfectly straight. Take a few more breaths in this pose. Working the entire body here in downward facing dog. And whenever you're ready, start to lower your knees down onto the mat. Come into a kneeling pose. Maybe stacking your palms onto your thighs. Relax your shoulders down. Start to slow your breath. And just feel the buzzing through your body. Feel the areas that have been targeted. Thank you so much for doing this class with me today. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. I hope you feel nice and warmed up, ready to tackle your next exercise. Thank you so much. Namaste.